Hello and good morning, students. How are you? I hope that you are fine. In my previous video, I had started a grammar topic, and the name of topic was sentence. That day I have told you a sentence means a word or a group of words that has complete meaning. And now, on that day only, I have told you that sentence can be divided into two. One is called subject and second is called predicate. So a sentence has two parts. One is called subject and second is called predicate. Then what is subject? Subject, I told you, subject means it does an action in a sentence. सब्जेक्ट म्हणजे काय तर तो सेंटेन्स मध्ये काहीतरी ऍक्शन करत असतो. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, they are clapping. So subject is this because action of clapping is being done here. So subject is this. टाळ्या वाजण्याचं काम कोण करतं? They. And that is why this they is a subject because subject does an action in a sentence. Subject हा action करत असतो. Or one more definition we have of subject. That definition is we talk about the subject. Sometimes subject does not do any action, but some information is given about subject, or we talk about subject. For example, Raju is a good boy. So here Raju is not doing any action and still he is a subject because we are talking about Raju or we are getting information about Raju. That is why Raju is subject here. So remember students, we have these two examples we have found, these two definitions of subject and these two examples we have found the subject. Now what is predicate then? As I told you, sentence has two parts. One is subject and second is predicate. Now subject, what is subject we have seen here. And now what is predicate? When you remove subject, then remaining part of the sentence is predicate. Means when you underline subject, when you make subject separate, then remaining part is predicate. For example, in this sentence, this they is subject. And once you find out the subject, then remaining part is predicate. So let us make box for the predicate. This remaining part is called predicate. In this example, Raju is subject and this remaining part of the sentence is predicate. Then you must understand predicate contains or you can say part of a sentence that contains what does it contain? helping verb, that is HV, plus MV means main verb, plus object, or there may be adverb, or there may be complement. Remember students, so what is predicate? Predicate is a part of sentence, or predicate can have helping verb, main verb, object, adverb, complement. So some of these things there may be, or all of them may be in a sentence. So what we understand, that sentence has two parts, subject and predicate. Subject means a subject does an action in the sentence, and predicate means part of a sentence that contains helping verb, main verb, object, adverb, complement. So uh, these are the two parts, and predicate is called these things. Now student, let us see some examples. I have found out some examples for your practice, and then we will see the examples. For your advantage, please write all these, pause this video and write a definition of subject, then definition of predicate also. So let us see what are the examples and how to find out subject and predicate from a sentence. Now student, in this example we are going to find out what is subject and what is predicate. So first of all we should find what is subject here. So here is one action, and that is talk. Action of talking is there. Who is doing that action? Men and animals. Men and animals could talk. It means men and animals, this part is a subject, because action is done by men and animals. So while underline, you make sure that how you underline till here. And now onwards, we will underline the subject and we will make box to the predicate. Now once we have found out the subject, then remaining part of the sentence is surely predicate. This part is also predicate, and this part also predicate. Because when you find subject and predicate, no word should be left out. So once we underline the subject, then remaining part is predicate. This is also predicate, because it is not always that subject comes at the beginning. It is not always. Subject may come later also. Number 2, children were playing. In this example, who is doing action? Who is playing? Children. So let us underline children. And then remaining part, were and playing. Helping verb, main verb. This is predicate. Number 3, he is the captain of team. Now in this example, subject does not do any action, and still there is a subject, because something is talked about subject. We are talking about subject here, he. Who is the captain of the team? and so he is the subject here. And once we have underlined, once we have found the subject, the remaining part is predicate. And if you see carefully, in this example, predicate part contains helping verb, main verb. Here it contains helping verb, or it is the main verb, and then it is a what do you say? Which part? It is a complement. In 1947, India got freedom. In this part, what is the subject? Who got freedom? India. So we have underlined here India because we have seen that subject can do action in the sentence, or something is talked about subject. So India got freedom. So India is the subject here, and remaining part got freedom. It is a predicate part. Got is main verb, object, and this also comes in predicate part. So let us make a box. It indicates time of action, and so it is an adverb. Ram's brother studies in 7th. Now who is subject here? Again, who is doing action? Brother, not Ram. Brother's action is mentioned here. Brother is here, and so Ram has come to give more information about brother. राम हा सब्जेक्ट नाही आहे, तर सब्जेक्ट ब्रदर आहे, पण राम हा जो आहे तो सब्जेक्टचा भाग आहे, कारण तो सब्जेक्ट सोबत आलाय, सब्जेक्ट विषयी जास्त माहिती देण्यासाठी आलाय. कुणाचा भाऊ आहे हा? राम्स. So we can say this part is a subject, and then remaining part is predicate. Next example, don't run. Now who is subject? This is a predicate. And who is subject here? Remember, when there are such sentences, अशा वाक्यांना इम्पेरेटिव्ह सेंटेन्स म्हणतो आपण. आणि जेव्हा अशा वाक्यामधून आपण काहीतरी काम सांगतो, कुणाला काहीतरी विनंती करतो, ते पुढच्या व्यक्तीला सांगत असतो, कारण पुढील व्यक्ती ती हजर असते. पुढील व्यक्तीला सांगत असतो, जेव्हा आपण ते वाक्य बोलतो तेव्हा ती समोरील व्यक्ती हजर असते. मग समोरील व्यक्तीला आपण यू शब्द वापरतो. यू, पण बोलताना आपण ते मेन्शन करत नाही, पण ते तिथं असतं. जेव्हा आपण कुणाला म्हणतो डोंट रन, कम हिअर, मग त्यावेळेस असतं यू डोंट रन, यू कम हिअर. यू तिथं असतं, फक्त त्याचा उल्लेख केला जात नाही. म्हणून अशा वाक्यामध्ये यू हा सब्जेक्ट असतो, आणि नेहमीच ते यूच असतं. एक वचने असेल, अनेक वचने असेल, एका व्यक्तीला काम सांगितलं असेल, जास्त व्यक्तीला काम सांगितलेलं असेल, तिथं यू हा शब्द आपण वापरलेला असतो. तो सब्जेक्ट नेहमीच तिथं यू असतो, म्हणून यू सब्जेक्ट, अँड देन रिमेनिंग पार्ट इज प्रेडिकेट. This remaining part is predicate. And then let us take one more example, that is the last example, then we will stop here. Exactly 300 years after the death of Galileo, Dr. Stephen Hawking was born in Oxford in in Oxford, London. Now see students that again there are such sentences where we find difficulties while finding the subject and predicate. But as I told you, my best suggestion is first underline the subject and then remaining part is always predicate. In the exam, if you are told to find out predicate or if you are uh, instructed to underline predicate, then find out subject first and then just underline the remaining part, that is predicate. So what is the subject here? First of all, let us check what action has happened here. So exactly 300 years after the death of Galileo, Dr. Stephen Hawking was born. Means this action happened here. जन्म घेण्याची ऍक्शन घडली इथं. कुणी ऍक्शन घडली ती? कुणाचा जन्म झाला? डॉक्टर स्टीफन हॉकिंग. And now here we are successful to find out the subject. We have found that Dr. Stephen Hawking is the subject. जन्म त्याचा झाला असं दिसते ह्या वाक्यामध्ये, म्हणून तो सब्जेक्ट आहे. ऍक्शन त्याने केली किंवा त्याच्याद्वारे ऍक्शन घडली म्हणून तो सब्जेक्ट आहे. And then once we have found out the subject, then remaining part is predicate. And what remaining part? Exactly 300 years after the death of Galileo. This is predicate part, and also was born in Oxford, London. These are also predicate. So student है ना, that subject may come at the beginning, subject may come in the middle of the sentence, but it is your duty, you must be successful to find out the subject, and once you find out the subject, then remaining part of the sentence is predicate. Again remember that subject means that word or that part of the sentence that does action in the sentence, or something is talked about subject in the sentence, and predicate part is remaining part of the sentence that contains helping verb, main verb, object, complement, adverb, etc. etc. So students, I hope that you have understood sentence. Then there are two parts of sentence, subject and predicate. These together, subject and predicate, they together make a sentence. Then also we have found what is subject, also we have found what is predicate, etc. For your better study, you pause this video and write these examples, and once again check why I have underlined this particular word and why I have made boxes for other particular words. So here we will stop. We'll meet in the next video with new topic of grammar. Till then, have a nice day. Thank you.